Greg Likens here, pleased to catch up with the right tackle of the Miami Dolphins, Juwan James. Juwan, your fourth training camp. How does it feel to be back out here, especially when you compare it to past years?
It feels really good. Another opportunity for us to get out here and compete. It's our second time in this offense, second time with this coaching staff, so stuff is going a lot smoother. We're moving a lot faster, and we're just having fun.
That seems to be the theme I picked up in just a few short days between what you said, your other offensive teammates, Coach Gase, and the offensive staff, is that there's a real comfort level. How do you think that's going to translate when the games are real?
Oh, I think it's going to translate quickly because that's what we want. We want to start faster. We want to play faster. And right now, we're comfortable with the playbook. We're comfortable with the scheme, the technique. So we're just playing fast. We're reacting, and that's going to benefit us when the season starts.
Of course, I want to touch on a number of football topics with you, but before that, I think maybe more importantly, I want to talk about this offseason you had.
Yeah.
First of all, congratulations. You're engaged now, huh?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, my girlfriend for 5 years, met her in college, and I'm glad to finally settle down. She's here now, and she moved in, so we're looking forward to it.
Congrats on that. How did the proposal go? Was this something that was well thought out, that you put a lot of plan into it, or did it just kind of happen?
I did something smooth, us big guys, we got to be smooth, but she enjoyed it. Her mom was here, our families were here, so it was a good time.
Oh, good. That's a great way to kick off the offseason. In addition to that, your fifth-year option was picked up on your rookie contract. What was your reaction when you heard that?
It was good. Like I told everybody, I love it here. This is my home, and the organization has been great to me. My teammates, I love them, and I love this new coaching staff.
Juwan James, right tackle from the Miami Dolphins, joining me here as we're discussing this upcoming 2017 season. For you personally, I know that the team goals are most important, but what have you tried to do differently from a personal goal standpoint entering this year?
Man, I just want to be on top of everything. Last year I had a couple mental areas, a couple of setbacks, but now I want to, if I can cut all that in half and more, that's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to go out there and try to be a leader for our O-line.
Speaking of leadership, Mike Pouncey has kind of assumed that role as the leader. What was the reaction from you, your teammates, and everybody on the offensive side of the ball when you heard that he was cleared medically?
Oh, it was good. That was the expectation, though. We knew, Mike was going to come back. He's a hard-working guy. He's going to do everything he can to get back. So when we heard that news, we were confident already that he was going to, but it was a good reassurance. And we're excited for whenever he returns and whatever role he plays.
It's interesting when you're, from the outside looking in, examining the offensive line, everybody feels really good about you at right tackle. There's some question about Mike's health. The offensive guard seems to always be in flux, at least from the outside. And then Laremy Tunsil, now transitioning to left tackle. How has he looked so far? I know that's been his position in the past. Last year he played guard, but how has he looked?
Man, he's looking great. That's what he did in college. That's what he did his whole life. And last year, he looked great stepping in, playing that guard. So this is just another task he's going to knock down, man. He's out there grabbing these guys. They're 250, 260-pound guys compared to the 300-pound guys he was going against last year. So he's doing a great job, and I think we'll continue to grow as a line.
Juwan James joining me here, fresh off the practice field, asking about the offensive potential, the upside. All of the pieces are in place. So what do you see that being?
I see it being great. The sky's the limit. Like I said before, I feel like we got the best receiving core. We got Ryan. We got Jay, who turned it on last year, and we're trying to build off of that. And, right now we're focused on us. We're trying to get better. We're trying to perfect it, and we're going to take one game at a time as they come.
You mentioned your faith in the coaching staff and Adam Gase, and, I saw it firsthand when Gase was hired. I got a really good vibe from him in terms of how he deals with people. What has that been like from the players' perspective?
It's been great, and I think, he's a younger guy, and we have a young team, and he's able to adapt, he's able to relate with us, and I feel like that lets everyone be themselves. And when a guy can be himself every day at work, it doesn't become work. We're just here, we're all brothers, we're coming to work hard, and he just lets you be yourself. As long as you're doing the right thing, as long as you're doing it his way, he's fine, and I think the team responded well to that, and we just need to continue to build off of that now and take another step.
One of, I think, the overriding questions, and I'm not sure how much you guys pay attention to this as compared to, say, us on the outside, but is winning 10 games a year ago, can you sustain the success from last year and carry it over into this season? What would you say to that?
Well, I'll say I don't know what happened last year. We got a short-term memory, 0-0 right now. And when the season starts, we're going to try to be 1-0 each week.
It's a good mindset to have. At the same time, do you feel that because that perhaps you've had success in the offense, the familiarity, same people largely are back, that it gives you confidence going into 2017?
Oh, we definitely have confidence. We have confidence no matter what. If we don't have confidence in ourselves, you might as well not even go out there. And the only way we can build confidence is going out here on this field and doing the right thing every day. So that's what we got to continue to do during camp, and then during the season we'll be fine.
Obviously, a lot of eyes on your quarterback, Ryan Tannehill, coming back from the knee injury. By all accounts, he has looked very good and very comfortable. What have you seen from him, not just from a physical standpoint, but also from a leadership standpoint?
What I saw last year when he was out, he became more involved vocally, leadership-wise, and the film room-wise because he couldn't on the field. And I see that, him building that, then transition to now. He's more vocal. He's more outgoing, I would say. He's having fun. I think being away from the game a little bit, it really woke him up in the sense of now he's out here having fun. He's being a leader. He's doing everything.
And do you guys respond to that offensively?
Yeah, you do. You see it, and you see a guy work every day to come back. He's working hard, rehabbing. He was here all offseason, and to see where he is now and ahead of schedule he is, it's great to see.
I know in years past I've asked you about Cam Wake and going against him and the rest of the defensive line. Yeah. I'm curious about the first-round pick this year, a fellow first-round pick, Charles Harris. You guys have that in common. Yeah. How has he looked so far, both in the offseason and now as you're getting ready for the new season? Man,
great. Very explosive. Plays with a lot of passion, even at practice. That shows a lot. I can't wait to see him in the game. And he's a really fast guy. You watch the film in college. When you draft a guy, you see him on film. You're like, all right, but you get to see it here live. He can really bend the corner. So we're looking for a lot of good things from him.
All right, I wanted to ask you about. You're very proud of your alma mater, University of Tennessee. How the Vols going to be this year?
Great. That's the expectation every year. Coach Jones got those guys working, and I think they start camp today too. So sky's the limit for them as well. They got a young team. A couple guys left last year, but the O-line's looking pretty good right now, and I hope to see them win the SEC East.
I know you guys are focused on what you're doing, but how much trash talk, bragging rights goes on? Because even on that offensive line, you got a lot of SEC.
We got Pounce with Florida, so that's always a rivalry. LT and Ole Miss, he doesn't talk a lot right now about them, but Alabama, Steen, we got a bunch of guys at SEC on the line, so it's a little, friendly rivalry going on, but majority of the time, like you're saying, we focus on us.
Juwan, it's been a pleasure. You've always been one of my favorite interviews. It's great to catch up again. Thanks so much.
Good to catch up with you, too. Thank you.